A historic vote in the U.S. Senate today changed the course of the impeachment trial of President Trump.
That's right. Republicans voted against hearing from new witnesses. KCAL 9 political reporter Randy Page joins us now with what's next.
What's next is at least we now know for sure what this ending is going to be. Today's vote effectively means it's over. All that's left is a vote for acquittal, but that final vote most likely will not happen until next week, after the President's State of the Union speech on Tuesday.
We'll now cast a vote on the witness question.
It was a vote that will be remembered for generations.
Aye. Mr. Schumer, aye. Mr. Scott of Florida, no.
For some, eager for the trial to be over, convinced it should never have happened in the first place, an overwhelming sense of relief and a conviction justice was served.
The yeas are 49, the nays are 51. The motion is not agreed to.
It's over. It's time to acquit the president.
For others, a frightening precedent.
This is a great country because past generations have sacrificed, and they've sacrificed greatly. They didn't stick their finger up in the air and see which way the political wind was blowing. They got the facts, and they made decisions on facts, and that's what they did. If it cost them their job in the Senate, so be it. Or the House, so be it. They made the decisions in the best interest of the Americans of this country. And we've got to get back to that. This is disgusting.
Democrats said they provided overwhelming evidence that President Trump used the power of the presidency and nearly $400 million taxpayer dollars in military aid to coerce a new Ukrainian president to dig up incriminating information on a former vice president in order to help him win re-election. The House manager said, if you have any doubt about that, let us bring in 4 witnesses with first-hand information about the president's motives. The president's lawyer said it would be a waste of time.
You've got a lot of evidence already.
One key Republican senator, Lamar Alexander of Tennessee, the man Democrats had their hopes on as a potential tiebreaker, said in a written statement, there's no need for more evidence for something that has already been proven. Alexander went on to say, the president's actions do not meet the high bar for an impeachable offense. He voted no to new witnesses, as did Senator Marco Rubio, who said today that just because actions meet a standard of impeachment does not mean it is in the best interest of the country to remove a president from office. Rubio said he won't vote to remove the president because doing so would inflict extraordinary and potentially irreparable damage to our already divided nation.
But here's the deal. You cannot have a true acquittal if you've not had a fair trial. So they are not going to get what they've been trying to get.
The New York Times dropped another bombshell today, reporting one of the president's lead attorneys, Pat Cipollone, may have been a witness himself to the president's pressure campaign. That's according to former National Security Advisor John Bolton, whose upcoming book apparently describes a meeting in the Oval Office last May.
So here you have the president saying John Bolton is not telling the truth. Let's find out.
But with the Senate's 51-49 vote against new witnesses today, the Senate will not find out.
But Monday's a new day. And I know that was relied on as a defense of the president by those who said, let's settle it at the ballot box. Okay, they got their wish. So let's see what unfolds.
So where do we go from here? Well, the senators will have the weekend off, except, of course, for Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren, who will be busy campaigning in Iowa. On Monday, senators will be allowed to get up and make statements from the Senate floor explaining their vote. Tuesday, State of the Union speech, and Wednesday, the final vote is expected that will most certainly acquit the president on both articles of impeachment.
What a start to the week we have coming. All right, thank you so much, Randy.